Hey there everybody, welcome back. It's Melanie with Lost and Found. So glad you're here today on my YouTube channel. So today we're going to do some upcycling. I've got some thrifted finds that we're going to turn into some fun holiday decor. Come along with me, I want to show you the process. Alright, so we've got some great pieces to work with today. The first is this really fantastic vintage platter. I've had it in my booth space as is for a while, and so we're going to change it up. We're going to go ahead and embellish it for the holidays and see if it sells a little bit better. And then I also have these two silver plate trays. Same thing, had these for a while. I mean, you can find them for super inexpensive at the thrift store or estate sales. We're going to go ahead and give them a little bit of a Christmas twist today. See what happens. And then I found this great box. It was $5. So got lots of storage in it. It's not particularly old, but I think that we can turn it into something fun. This cookie jar, now, is this not hideous, y'all? It is. It's really bad. But we're gonna make it look completely different today. Gonna give it a whole new vibe. So the products that we're going to be using are some decorative paint, mostly fusion mineral paint. I may also use a little bit of chalk paint. And then I'm going to be working with this Redesign with Prima small Christmas transfer. This is the Xmas tag transfer. I have these in my online store. So excited to play around with it and to use some of these designs to make over these items. You guys, this transfer is just so cute. I really wanted to see what all the different options were, so I took it all out of the box and went ahead and cut some of them up just so I could kind of place them on the different pieces that I had and see which ones fit well. Then I wiped off the two trays and the platter with just a damp paper towel. You really want to make sure that your surface is clean before you apply your transfers, or they may not adhere well. If you're new to transfers, these little designs like this are perfect to start with. These small pieces are really easy to work with. You just peel off the wax paper backing, position it where you want it to go, and then press it down. Then you use the wooden stick that comes in your package and just rub all over the top of the transfer and that piece of cellophane. And then once you feel like it's been transferred onto your surface, very gently peel off the top piece of cellophane, and that's it. Something to consider when you're working with transfers is once you stick them down, they do not move. So make sure that you have it exactly where you want it to go before it comes into contact with your surface. And if as you're pulling up the cellophane, you notice that there's some spots that aren't transferred all the way down, it's not a big deal. Just put the cellophane back down and rub that area a little bit more, then peel it off again. These little pieces just wound up being the perfect accents for these silver trays. They look so cute. All right, so we're gonna move on to our painting projects now. And like I showed you earlier, I've got this great box that we're going to paint. And then this, not so pretty canister, but it's still got a lot of great storage. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is clean both of these pieces with my go-to cleaner, and that is the Fusion Mineral Paint TSP Substitute. So comes in a bottle, it's highly concentrated, 2 capfuls into a spray bottle of water, and then you just spray down whatever you're gonna work on and wipe it off. It's that easy. The canister was pretty grimy, so I made sure to clean it really well. Anytime you're painting something that has ever sat inside of a kitchen, I recommend you clean it extra well because most likely it has got some grease buildup on it. This is Fusion Mineral Paint Raw Silk. It's a beautiful, just neutral off-white. And you may notice that there's some little bumps there. That was from some little berry designs that were on the original pot. I decided not to kind of sand those down, just to go ahead and paint over them. I think when it's all said and done, you're really not going to notice them that much. Then this is a color I've been dying to try. It is Fusion Mineral Paint Bellwood. It's a color that came out just a few months ago. And I love this little pointed tip brush because it is helping me get the paint into all those little tiny grooves right there. One of my favorite brushes to keep on hand. So I just worked my way around the box, and I did paint a little bit down the inside of the box, not the whole thing, but just in case, you know, you could see a little bit of the top after we fill it. Okay, so it's a new day and I'm back to finish up these craft projects. We have 2 coats of the Fusion Mineral Paint Bellwood on this box. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just a gorgeous green color? And then I went ahead and did 3 coats of the raw silk on this. The second coat was pretty good. I went ahead and put a third on just kind of for good measure. But we're going to go ahead and finish up these 2 projects. So let's get started. You're placing a transfer on a curved surface like this, it's a little bit trickier because the transfer wants to start cracking on you. So very gently, you just kind of have to work it over the curved surface. And this one did wind up cracking just a tiny bit that you'll kind of see at the end, but I think it's really hardly noticeable at all. But just remember that you've got to work them a little more gently when you're applying them to something curved like this. See, there's that spot where the transfer cracked just a little bit, but once I just kind of press it down with my fingers, you hardly even notice. With the painted box, I wanted to make a little bit of a holiday floral arrangement, and so I just raided my leftover floral tub and got these items out, and that's what I'm going to use to make the arrangement. Just putting a little bit of craft paper in as a base to fill up some of that area, and then put the magnolia leaves in first since they're the biggest. And then next came the lamb's ear. I just kind of stuck them in between the spots of the magnolia leaves and just tried to space them out a little bit. And finished it off just with these little blue berry picks. I think it's just a really pretty kind of sophisticated holiday color scheme. All right, everybody, that's it for our video today. Thank you so much for joining me, for taking the time to watch. I hope that you have been inspired to maybe get started on a little bit of your own Christmas crafting. I will share the link to where you can find these transfers down in the description of this video. We have them in our online store and we ship every day throughout the US. So if you're not a subscriber, please join and subscribe. join our community, and of course, leave us a little thumbs up down at the bottom of this video. I will be looking forward to seeing you guys again in about a week. Have a great day.